Now let's go and look a little bit more into Snowflake. Let's say I want to look at a model that I have here in my staging files. Let's say drivers in here. So I have a list of drivers and their date of birth. So let's say I want to find out now what are the drivers that were born in the 1990s, right? So again, I don't have the ability to actually work within the SQL code with that. But if I go here, I should be able to use Command I. Use okay, perfect. Let's say, can you create SQL model, then return list of all drivers born in 1990. We try and point to stage F1 -- drivers in here. Trying to basically create a query now in here. And it's interesting, it's not really accessing the SQL, but it's accessing the table that was created by that case. Okay, I need to select the warehouse again. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I was able to find a bunch of drivers in here that were born. But let's see if we're able to. So can you now migrate this as a DBT model? Okay, so it's able to also help us creating this as a model file. Now, interesting thing here is that it's actually looking at the sources in here rather than the model I pointed out for directly. So I wanted to kind of extend the model. It wasn't able to. Went through a bit of a turnaround there to actually go ahead and create the model for us, right? Let's go and now, look at exactly the same thing. We're going to try and do this exactly same thing within Paradime 2. I can go ahead and create a new chat in here, and I can go and select my drivers list in here. And here I can say, can you create a new model which shows the drivers born in 1990s, and I can point exactly to this file here. So I want to extend this model, so I can just press enter. And let's see how this goes along. Okay, so it created the model for me. It actually created the model as an intermediate model because it was like an extension of the one before. I can click on this now. And now if let's say I want to go and preview data as well. Yep, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do here. Basically asking to extend the model in comparison to Snowflake, which can decide to do something a little bit different there. So I'm going to create the same prompt now also within here. So I'm going to create a new chat. And I'm going to provide the same files as context. Cool. And let's see. Where we are. So it's creating a models on here as well. It's reading stage of drivers. It's now creating a to-do list. I think it's a bit of an overkill in here. And let's see where we get to. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it created the model in here. It's a bit more verbose in terms of they're like two CTs basically for no apparent reason. But yeah, I guess it did what we wanted to do in a way. Let's go and do data preview here as well. Okay, perfect. Yep, yeah. We got the same results there. So yeah, we're able to do a bunch of things in a similar way, I think, within cursors and Paradigm. I think, yeah, it created a bunch of more calculated fields here, which I wouldn't have expected, but for them, we're able to create that. Now, something here that it didn't really follow was some of my rules. So it didn't create this as an intermediate model as I would have expected, but that's we still were able to achieve what we're after there. Now, in comparison with Snowflake, actually a bit of some sort of like a gap there. So I wasn't really able to follow a similar flow here, but rather it didn't pick up initially the fact that I wanted to create a model. I had to like prompt that separately. And then only then I was able to ask to create a model, but it didn't create the model picking up from the context I provided initially, but they actually went and built that directly from the source again. Yeah,